Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. Welcome back to another epic drone show live. Now the time of this live show, it's approximately 11:50 a.m. New York City time. So if you're watching this at approximately 11:50 a.m. New York City time, you can comment live. And I see that Pierre Brothers says, "What's up? What's up?" Well, and actually there's a lot up because this week we're going to see Mavic Pro 2. Now, strong evidence suggests that Mavic Pro 2 will likely come in at least two different flavors. One being the Mavic Pro 2 with the Hasselblad camera. Again, if you're not familiar with Hasselblad, it's that ultra high-end camera manufacturer. If you were interested in the space program in the past, a lot of those, at least the earlier manned space missions, they had Hasselblad cameras. So it's a very nice camera brand. And DJI, of course, acquired Hasselblad. So this will be, if everything materializes as expected, this will be the first DJI drone, to my knowledge, with a Hasselblad camera. And then there's a second version that's strongly rumored to be released as well, a Mavic Pro 2 with a zoom camera. So, it's one of those situations, it's like right now, building up to Thursday, and by the way, as soon as these drones release, drones rather, because again, it's all educated speculation at this point, but when the Mavic Pro 2 releases this Thursday, I'll post the link immediately on epicdroneshow.com. So, stay tuned to epicdroneshow.com, because as soon as these drones become available for order, I'll have them on epicdroneshow.com, and without a doubt, we'll have a live show. We'll talk all about it. We'll see what's what, and just kind of thinking forward. And I know a lot of y'all have probably had this same question. If Mavic Pro 2 does indeed release in two different versions, and it's not a situation where it's a modular camera where you could get one camera initially and then there's Sean Coonery, and then get the other type of camera in the future, which one would you choose? Now, for me, excuse me, you're in the way. That sounds very nice. But, I would like the zoom camera, or do I go Hasselblad camera with 1-inch sensor? It would be hard to not pick the Hasselblad camera with the 1-inch sensor. Pierre Brothers says, how do you feel about the Mavic Air? Well, at the time of hosting this live show, August the 19th of 2018, at approximately noon New York City time, the Mavic Air is still my favorite drone on the market today. With that being said, I'm always excited to see what's next, and what's next is coming this week. It's coming Thursday. So it'll be interesting to see how the Mavic Air compares to the Mavic Pro 2. And is there enough new in the Mavic Pro? Will there be enough new in the Mavic Pro 2 to justify an upgrade for someone that, is already potentially flying the Mavic Air? With that being said, I would have no problem with, recommending the Mavic Air today. It's a rock-solid drone. Obviously, if you're a safe and responsible drone pilot, you fly a line of sight to be safe and responsible, you probably won't encounter any issues. I know that's been the gripe of a lot of people about the Mavic Air. Tamara says, stop by to see the cat. Well, Sean Coonery says hello. He's right behind the monitor there. But, yeah, I think, Mavic Air, it's been unfairly criticized because it is Wi-Fi instead of LightBridge. And if you're not familiar with LightBridge, LightBridge is DJI's proprietary communications system, and it's greatly superior to Wi-Fi. It gets a lot longer range, a lot better reliability. But again, flying line of sight to be safe and responsible, that's never been a problem for me with Mavic Air. Mavic Air, although it doesn't use LightBridge, it uses Wi-Fi, but it uses what they refer to as enhanced Wi-Fi. And I can confirm that the performance of the Mavic Air's Wi-Fi does indeed seem to be enhanced. Because if you've flown older drones, like the Phantom 2 Vision Plus that use Wi-Fi, it worked well, but you know, the Mavic Air just completely trumps that experience. Mavic Air has been a rock solid experience for me. I have not had issues with control or FPV loss as a result of it using Wi-Fi. So, I mean, I can confidently recommend Mavic Air. Check out my hundreds of Mavic Air videos on my channel if you haven't already. And then obviously check out epicdroneshow.com, and you can find where to Mavic Pro Zoom or Mavic Pro as a single unit or fly more combo. Will DJI pre-order option day of event or later? Well, you know, all of that is up in the air. What I will say is as soon as the Mavic Pro 2, whether it's just one drone or multiple drones, you know, you got a fly more bundle, you got the bare bones bundle, whatever may be released, as soon as it's released, you will find it on epicdroneshow.com. So again, stay tuned to epicdroneshow.com, because if you're looking to buy a new drone, it'd be really awesome if you could purchase it through the links on epicdroneshow.com. With that being said, I know with the Mavic Air, I purchased the Fly More bundle, and it was kind of cool because I had the you know, the extra accessories, this, that, and the other, the batteries, the battery charger. But then there was stuff in there I didn't really use, like the bag. Although it was a nice bag that came with Mavic Air, I never really used it. I used the little small case that also came with it. So there was a lot of stuff I got that I didn't necessarily want or need. So I think personally, with the Mavic Pro 2, I'm probably just going to go with the, you know, if they just offer a bare bones kit, and you know, I'll probably go with that. But again, it's hard to determine until, you know, I've got that, you know, I've got the official release in front of me, and I know exactly what there is to order. So, but again, I think I'm going to go with the minimalist configuration this time, and then add additional batteries and whatever as needed in the future. Let's see. Adam says, I watch your flights. It seems like you're over water a lot. So what's the point of sensors if you're over water? My point is, we would like to see options. You know, that's a really good point. You know, if DJI chose to remove the obstacle avoidance sensors for the Mavic Pro 2 and maybe offer one of the versions at a sharply decreased price, I know I would jump on it. Because obstacle avoidance for me, obstacle avoidance, again, I feel this is a positive thing because it non-verbally promotes drone safety. And, you know, it may better prevent a crash. But again, any sort of obstacle avoidance technology, one should never assume that it exists, and they should never trust it just to be safe. With that being said, and having the many years of drone piloting experience underneath my belt, I would opt for the less expensive Mavic Pro 2 that did not have obstacle avoidance, if that was an option. Because I don't need it. I don't really want it, and I don't need it. But if it's there, it's fine. I'm not bashing the fact that a drone has obstacle avoidance. But there are scenarios where I turn it off, like on my Mavic Air. If you checked out one of my videos where I was flying down through the forest canopy, I couldn't have done that with obstacle avoidance on. Well, I could have, but it would have been really challenging because it would, you know, keep pinging things, and I wouldn't be able to maneuver through that very tight opening among the trees. So, yeah, I think, and price-wise, my assumption leads me to believe that the Zoom version may be more expensive just because it's a new feature, and it's a feature that a lot of people are probably going to flock towards. But the reality is that the Mavic Pro 2, the Hasselblad camera, is likely the better choice for people that really understand the technology. Because being able to get a Hasselblad camera with a 1-inch sensor on a drone, I mean, that if that performs as expected, that's going to be super nice. I mean, I would much rather have top-notch video quality than the ability to zoom in and zoom out. It's like any other camera. If you know, if you use a zoom lens, a zoom lens is typically never going to be as good as the quality of a fixed or a prime lens. You know, and for that reason alone, I'm personally probably going to opt, unless there's a gross price difference, I'm personally probably going to opt for the 1-inch sensor Hasselblad instead of the zoom. Although the zoom would be cool. Again, as demonstrated by Paradenofi, zoom, in my opinion, was an unexpectedly exciting feature. But I want the best possible video quality, and for that reason, again, I'm probably gonna go with the Hasselblad camera option. Crappie Airbrother says, "What's the highest altitude you've ever flown?" Typically, man, I'll probably go up to, you know, maybe 250, 300 feet above ground level, and I've never wanted to, or never had a reason to want to go higher than that. Obviously, in a lot of countries, and again, check your local regulations, but in a lot of countries, it may be 400 feet AGL above ground level. So, you know, be sure that wherever you're flying is a safe and permissible location where drones are allowed, and be sure to adhere to all of the guidelines that may be in effect. So, again, you know, once you get above 250, 300 feet anyway, the detail of the ground on video is not that good. And that's why I'm flying. I mean, I'm flying to capture YouTube videos. So, yeah, I mean, even if laws would allow, and there are scenarios, and again, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a flight instructor, but there are certain scenarios where, for example, if someone's flying, let's say there's a tower that's 200 feet tall, and it's in a permissible flying location. It may be a scenario where the pilot may be able to, because that tower is 200 feet above ground level, that pilot may be able to go as high as 600 feet if they're right beside that tower. So again, not a lawyer, not a flight instructor, but there may be scenarios where drone pilots may be able to fly at a greater altitude. But again, you know, check with your local government. You know, I don't offer legal advice or any sort of advice along those lines. But yeah, Mavic Pro 2 is it's going to be a very exciting week, and obviously now unfortunately I won't be in New York for the launch event, but I will be providing live coverage. You know, as soon as as soon as Mavic Pro 2 goes live, you're going to see it all here on IrixGuy's Adventure Channel and EpicDroneShow.com. So if you got friends, you got family, anyone that's considering purchasing the Mavic Pro 2, or maybe they're not even looking for the Mavic Pro 2, maybe they're looking for the Mavic Air or another DJI drone, you know, just send them to my website. You know, they can go to EpicDroneShow.com, or they can go to IrixGuy.com and find all the drones there. But it's going to be, I think those are one of the big what ifs, and this is what's going to be bad. Well, I'm not going to say it's going to be bad, but they could do better. If Mavic Pro 2 does indeed release in a zoom camera version and a fixed Hasselblad 1-inch sensor camera version, that's cool that they provided options. But what's not cool is that they didn't provide the ability to, they didn't add a modular camera option. So hopefully the Mavic Pro 2 will have a modular camera option, meaning that, if you decide to purchase the 1-inch sensor Hasselblad Mavic Pro 2, that you could detach that camera and then pick up the zoom camera and swap them out as needed. So let's see. Adam says, I wonder if Phantom 1 will ever be a collector's item. Seems like they might be worth a few bucks in the future. That's a very interesting question, because if you look, for example, at old Apple computers, those original Apple computers, a lot of those are worth a lot of money in the eyes of collectors nowadays. So wouldn't surprise me. I mean, the Phantom 1 arguably was the first drone. I know Parrot came out with some toy drones before that, but DJI Phantom 1 is without a doubt, in my opinion, the first drone that really sparked this drone movement. So Crompier says, yeah, man, I definitely would not do that. It's actually very unsafe because Class E airspace in a lot of areas starts at 700 feet AGL, so that's super dangerous, man. And probably illegal in a lot of areas too. So Adam says, let's see. So yeah, we've got it's going to be an exciting week, and it's just it's easy to listen to the educated speculation out there and assemble a realistic expectation for what Thursday is going to bring. What is DJI going to bring us on Thursday? And it's, if everything pans out as expected, I mean, definitely be prepared. If there's only 2 versions available, do you want Zoom? Do you want the non-Zoom? Or are you just looking to go with whichever one is least expensive? So, it's a matter of how to just be prepared, because when something new releases, like a drone, it's easy to jump in an uneducated fashion and snatch one up, and then realize that the one you snatched up is not what you actually wanted. So, yeah, it's going to be cool though to see what these do, and who knows? I mean, there's always a possibility the Mavic Pro 2 could disappoint. Now, I don't see DJI putting out a product that's going to disappoint. I mean, they had some, what I would refer to as interim paint job releases. They had the Mavic Pro, not Premiere, but the Mavic Pro, whatever it was, and then they had the DJI Phantom 4 Pro Obsidian. I mean, they basically, gave them a different paint job and changed a few minor things and called it a new drone. So hopefully that's not the case with Mavic Pro 2. But yeah, it's going to be here before we know it. I mean, it's this Thursday. And it leads one to wonder, with this coming out Thursday, this month being August, does that leave time for DJI to release another drone prior to the holiday shopping season? Are we going to see another DJI Phantom drone, or has that been discontinued? And if we do see another DJI Phantom drone, is it going to be a smaller, more lightweight, foldable design? I mean, who knows? I mean, it's this industry is it's just really, it's confusing right now. But I think one thing at least that DJI has done that's a positive is that they've tried to better differentiate among their product offerings. You've probably noticed that they're not, the perception that they're pumping that Inspire drone has seemed to die down, and that's a good thing, because that thing is too big and too heavy. And again, I mean, if you're traveling, you want to capture some cool videos from a drone, some cool photos from a drone, it's really less than convenient to even take a DJI Phantom. But I couldn't imagine someone taking an Inspire. I mean, it's so big, it's so heavy. So, for that reason, again, I'm so excited about the possibility of a Hasselblad 1-inch sensor camera on the Mavic Pro 2. Stussy says, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, too. Thanks for tuning in. Like I was telling everybody else, this Thursday, Mavic Pro 2 is coming out. So if you plan to order one, just stay tuned to my epicdroneshow.com website. Put it on Ninja Refresh if you want to. Just refresh, because as soon as that drone becomes available, the Mavic Pro 2, I'm going to have the link to buy the various Mavic Pro 2 bundles on epicdroneshow.com. So, yeah, big week, huge week ahead for fellow drone connoisseurs, and it's really going to be a very exciting week. Angelo says, I founded this channel after looking at Parrot Bebop drone unboxing. Hey man, welcome aboard. Yeah, Parrot Bebop, it was one of those drones back it was a very cool release because it was released back when there was DJI Phantom. And DJI Phantom was the only true drone option. And DJI Phantom's nice, very proven platform, great video quality, great video stability. But then Parrot came out and said, hey, we're releasing a drone that's smaller. It's more lightweight. And on paper, the Parrot Bebop looked awesome. And, it was fun. And I picked up the Bebop, and then I realized that and again, I fly line of sight to be safe and responsible, but to get the enhanced range from the Bebop, I had to use this massively large controller, the Sky controller. So it completely negated the value of the smaller and more lightweight drone. Also, the Bebop, it was the camera was software stabilized, so you didn't have the gimbal, and that was that was a major disappointment. And then the ability for it to handle wind without a lot of jitter, it got kind of jittery in the wind. It was a good idea that Parrot had, and I think that Parrot has taken the lessons learned from the Bebop, and they've created the Anafi, which the Parrot Anafi is not perfect, but I think Anafi 2.0 could be a very serious competitor for DJI. But again, if Parrot Anafi 2.0 even releases, it'll be hard to tell until it does. But I can confidently say that Parrot Anafi version 1.0, although I feel it's a good drone, it's a far cry from a DJI, unfortunately. Adam says, how long do you think it'll take to receive the Mavic 2 through your link? I won't know until Thursday, but as soon as the link's posted, if you choose to order a drone, during the checkout or whatever, you'll likely see an expected ship date. Unfortunately, I don't have any control over that, so I don't want to set a false expectation. But what I can do is say that as soon as Mavic Pro 2 is available for order, I will have those links on my website, IrixGuy.com, EpicDroneShow.com. It'll all be front and center. So, yeah, it'd be really cool, man, if you're in the market for that or another drone. If you can order it through my website, it helps me out a lot. Again, I'm an independent channel, so everything you see here is the product of just me. I don't have a big marketing budget. I don't have a marketing team. I don't have a marketing department, a video production department. Even the paint on this green screen wall, I painted the wall myself. So it is what it is. And awesome, man. Adam says you earn my support big time. That's greatly appreciated, because this is a fun pursuit, and hopefully y'all find this content to be entertaining, educational, maybe a combination of both, and something. And again, I'm not an e-beggar. E-beggar is a term that's kind of been coined on the internets. But if you choose to support my channel, there's actually a link within this video's description. It says support IrixGuy on Patreon. And again, it's something completely optional, but anyone that enjoys the content, wants to help the channel to continue to grow, your support, the support of your friends, your family, people you don't even know, if people choose to support, that's what really helps my channel. Because again, being an independent channel, I don't have the marketing budget. I don't have the marketing team, blah, blah, blah. So appreciate that. And the most basic form of support is simply watching my videos, liking my videos, clicking that bell icon to be notified whenever a new video is posted. And then you're able to share it with your social media followers. That helps a lot, because it's about creating visibility. And I realize that a lot of content, when there's a new drone and I'm out in the field with it, I realize that stuff is really going to blow up, because it's a new toy. Well, I shouldn't call it a toy, it's an aircraft, but it's something new that a lot of people want to see in action. So those videos are good, but what I want to do is work on other content that's not just drones, when there's not a new drone releasing, things that everybody gets excited about. So, anything y'all want to see, drop me a message on any of my social media. And something I want to do soon, and I haven't fleshed it out, but you may have seen my post. Let me get a link to it here. My post on the website about FAA Part 107. Now, again, I'm a drone hobbyist, but even though I'm a drone hobbyist, I found a lot of value in having an FAA Part 107 license. And it's, I've had it for a few years. Taking the test, the test was not easy, but by taking the test, I learned a lot about drone safety. That, even if I'm just using the drone for recreational purposes, the fact that I have that FAA Part 107 provides value, because now I know, I better understand drone safety, things that I never would have thought about. And it was just kind of cool because, you can, if you pass the FAA 107 and you're issued a license, you've got an unmanned aerial vehicle pilot's license, which is pretty cool. And a lot of people haven't taken the initiative to do that. So it's, even if you're not interested in commercial drone work, it could be a fun experience. But here's a link to that. I posted in here all of the books and study materials that I use for the FAA Part 107. And it's, again, difficult test, but if you memorize the stuff and you look at all the charts, aeronautical charts, that portion was the most challenging for me. Ron says, hello, everybody. Hello, Ron. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard this live show. Again, everybody that's watching live right now, it's approximately 12:17 p.m. New York City time. And if you're watching it at that time, any comment that you type live, I can see in real time, and we can all interact here. So, got a lot of people tuning in. That's great. Great to see this amount of support. So, yeah, we're really going to have a fun week, and it's, I just want to get everybody on deck and just prepare for the week ahead, because it's going to be a very exciting week. Obviously, if you're watching this show, you're probably fascinated by drones, and this week, Thursday, is going to bring something really cool. And what'll be really cool, and again, I don't want to set unrealistic expectations, but what if there's some features that DJI brings to the table that we're not expecting for Mavic Pro 2? I know we're expecting zoom camera option, and then a camera option that's Hasselblad 1-inch sensor without zoom. But what if there's some other stuff that comes out that we're not expecting? That'll be super cool. Ron says, have you talked about what you know about the Phantom 5 rumors? Well, actually, yeah. And not during this show, but the Phantom 5, there's two schools of thought. There's a large camp of people that feel that the Phantom line has been discontinued. There's another large camp of people that feel that Phantom 5 will be radically redesigned. Meaning something that, like Adam just said, waterproof. That would be awesome and unexpected. Yeah, if it's the Mavic Pro 2 waterproof or Phantom 5 waterproof, that'd be really cool. But I think Phantom 5 is going to have to be, they're going to have to step out of the cookie cutter design they've been using for Phantom 1 through present. It's pretty much, it's evolved, but it's pretty much the same size, pretty much the same weight. But I think if they do release a Phantom 5, I think it's probably going to be a situation where it folds up, it's more easy to transport. Instead of using that continuous plasticky type body, the big shell that doesn't fold or doesn't compress, I could see Phantom 5 if they don't what am I trying to say? If they don't discontinue the Phantom, yeah, Ron said it right. He said Phantom's made DJI what it is today. Yeah, it's their bread and butter. But I think if DJI doesn't discontinue the Phantom, what they may do is release something that, it kind of looks similar to Phantom, but I think it's going to be more, to look at it, look more like a skeleton versus a hard plastic shell. I think it'll look more like a skeleton. So what we may see with Phantom 5 if they release it. John says, thank you, Irix. Always enjoy your opinions and education. Always enjoy your viewership. So that's greatly appreciated. But yeah, it may be a situation where the arms of the Phantom 5 retract. We're talking about for portability purposes. So, you know, in theory, this thing the Phantom 5 could compress into a square type shape about this size. But then you pull out arms, you pop on the propellers, the 4 propellers, and then the camera is already nestled up among all of that. So, and then the landing gear would retract, you know, 4 retractable legs. So I think that type of design with a more high-end camera, something higher end than the 1-inch Hasselblad that's expected to be on the Mavic Pro 2, I think DJI may take that direction with DJI Phantom and just position it to be a more pro-grade drone, yet something that's still portable, unlike the Inspire, which is horrible to transport. Have you been told a RRP for Mavic? Oh, is that a retail price? Is that what you're asking? If you're asking about price, I haven't seen any official pricing, and again, I haven't seen anything official for the Mavic Pro 2. It's all, you know, we will find out together on Thursday here on epicdroneshow.com. So yeah, I don't know. I would hope. Yeah, I would hope that the price would be. And again, I'm probably not going to buy the bundle. I'm probably just going to buy the bare bones Mavic Pro 2 with Hasselblad. But I would hope that it would fall underneath the price. That would fall underneath the price of the Mavic Air bundle, just for the bare bones kit. I would hope so. And you know, if they really want to do things right, they would make it. Well, that's where it gets sticky. You know, if you're selling a product and you've got one line, which is the Air, the lightweight version, and then you've got the Pro line, it wouldn't be a situation where they would probably be able to match the price of the Air. Because if they did that, they probably wouldn't sell the Air, assuming that the Mavic Pro 2 is significantly better. So it's going to be interesting to see how all that pans out from a pricing perspective. You know, I will tell you, if it's too expensive, I'm not going to hop in. I mean, there's no reason to, because the Mavic Air is such a fantastic drone. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to speculate, because numbers always, if I speculate regarding numbers, it always typically backfires. So I'm just not even going to speculate. We'll see what it comes out to on Thursday. See some ears here. That's Sean Coonery in front of the monitor. He lifted his head up. Yeah. He said he likes to be part of the live show. But yeah, Mavic Pro 2 this week, and then again we've got, you know, a few more months where potentially, if they chose to do it, they could release some other type of drone before the holiday selling season. You know, I would think from a logistics perspective that if they did release something beyond Mavic Pro 2, let's say they did release a Phantom 5, that it would probably have to release no later than November. And November would be pushing it. I mean, if you're thinking about getting these products in the various retail locations, that would be pushing it for the Christmas shopping season. So, oh no, it's going to be. It really is. It's going to be so exciting when Thursday rolls around, because, you know, as soon as I get my hands on the Mavic Pro 2, obviously you'll see the unboxing, the field test. Hopefully not a lot of troubleshooting, but if troubleshooting challenges are encountered, you know, I'll be sure to showcase that here. And yeah, not much. I want your shirt. Do you have a link? Talking about the Epic Drone Show shirt. Yeah, let me get a link here. Actually, you can just go to, and I'm going to paste the link too, but if you go to epicdroneshow.com and go to store, and then go to merch, I currently, and you'll see which items I have there now. Something I want to do is design some more Epic Drone Show merchandise. I don't have this particular collared shirt, but I'm going to see if I can maybe get one added. I do have a, if you're in a colder weather environment, I've got a very nice hooded sweatshirt. I've got coffee mugs. I've got just a standard drinking mug, and then I've got T-shirts in various colors. And I think you may really like the T-shirt. I mean, there's so many color options for it. I really like the gray T-shirt. Also the yellow. If you really want to pop, yellow looks good. Green looks good. I mean, all the colors look good. Again, just a matter of your personal style preference. But yeah, you can find that there. Cool Adventure says, "Hi guys, welcome aboard, Cool Adventure." Again, if you're watching this at approximately 12:26 p.m. New York City time, this is a live show, so anything that you type within the comments we'll be able to see in real time. But yeah, just gearing up. Again, I will obviously have a live show on Thursday for the release of the Mavic Pro 2. But just wanted to gear everyone up, get everybody excited, get everybody thinking. Be thinking of questions, because when this thing does release, what are the concerns that you may have, this, that, and the other. I mean, just kind of be prepared for whatever may be released. And think about this: what if, we're thinking it's going to be a zoom option. We're thinking it's going to be a non-zoom option. What if what's actually released by DJI on Thursday rather, totally surprises us, and it's not anything that we're expecting? I mean, that would be kind of funny. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, I wouldn't say it would be best practice, but if if a company like intentionally spread or intentionally leaked information just to function as disinformation, can you imagine that? We're all thinking that Mavic Pro 2 is going to release. What if it's not that? What if it's like a Phantom X or a Phantom 5? I mean, you never know. Cool. Hi, IrixGuy. Welcome aboard, Cool Adventure. Welcome aboard. Trying to see. See, I'm looking at enable live chat. Let's see. I'm seeing if it's super chat. There should be an option now, and I haven't tested. I know somebody. It was really cool. They did a super chat for me during a previous live show, but there's a super chat link, and there were people saying that may be broken. So does anyone see a super chat? Looks like a little $sign down below the comments, because it was a feature that, again, somebody used during a previous show, and that was cool, but I'm wondering if it's still there. I see it on my end. Had to change my streaming setup because something that I've done, and there's a blog post, and you can read more about it. But there's a new system, and it's called Google Advanced Protection Program. And what Google Advanced Protection Program is, it's an enhanced form of security for not just YouTubers, but also people that use Gmail, public officials, etc. People that very cool. People that need an enhanced form of security for their Google accounts. So I signed up for Google Advanced Protection Program, and I've got keys. And in theory, only someone with a key should be able to access the account. So I've locked everything down. I've got a key that I've got to authenticate with my device before I can access YouTube or before I can stream or whatever. So where I'm going with this is that because I'm using that enhanced form of security for my YouTube channel, for my Google account, that now I had to change the format in which I live stream. Because in the past, with my live streaming software, I would connect to YouTube using a built-in YouTube API. But now, since I use the enhanced the Google protection program with the key, it doesn't allow the API. So I had to retool the way that my live streaming app communicates with YouTube for the live streaming piece. So I didn't know, circling back to the $ super chat thing, I didn't know if that may have changed the public-facing experience that y'all are seeing when you're watching the live shows. So I appreciate Cool Adventure. I really appreciate you pointing out that I do have the super chat $ still visible. That's very good. So, yeah, we're about 41 minutes in. It's about 12:31 New York City time. That's East Coast time. I keep saying New York City because it's just easy to remember, It's a big city up there on the East Coast of the United States. So, yep, just checking the website, making sure everything is ready for Thursday, epicdroneshow.com. Done a little bit of enhancements. I use Amazon Web Services for my web hosting, so I had to ramp up the I had to boost the performance of my virtual private server to prepare for all this traffic, because Thursday this website's going to be getting hammered. So Back from the Sky says, have you ever heard of DJI Care Refresh Plus program that allows you to get a third drone? I have not. I've heard of Refresh, but I've personally never opted for any of that, and the only reason being is that there's only been one drone to date that I've crashed, and that was a long time ago. It was a Mavic Pro 2 Vision Plus, and it was my own fault, and I was in a safe and responsible location, flying line of sight. But even though I was in a safe and responsible location, flying line of sight, I ran into a tree. So that's the only drone I've ever damaged. And, it was unfortunate. But, no, I mean, if that's, I don't know. That's a matter of personal preference. My take is that I'm not a big warranty person because I'm spending more to get a warranty. But then again, if I don't get it, then it seems to make me be even more cautious with whatever product it is, because I know I don't have a warranty. So for that reason, I've never been a big fan of warranties, because I have to pay more to get a warranty. But if I just take proper care of something, unless something unforeseen happens, then it'll probably be okay. But again, that's my opinion. Everybody's got their own opinion when it comes to that. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff in store. I'm going to go ahead. I got to do some preparations for Thursday, so I'm going to start working on that. So tune in. Again, stay tuned to epicdroneshow.com because as soon as Mavic Pro 2 or whatever else may be released is released on Thursday, you'll find the links to order it all on epicdroneshow.com. Likewise, you can just go to IrixGuy.com. Go to my YouTube channel, because I'll have videos covering all the action. So thanks for tuning in, and sorry for a little short show here, 45 minutes. And it's been fun. Sean Coonery's getting up too. He said, "Hey man, I gotta run and prepare for." He does his Maine Coon Mondays video series every Monday, so his next video will be out on SeanCoonery.com. Tomorrow morning. So yeah, he's getting ready for that. That's why he stood up. He's got to film some videos. So thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. It's viewers like you that enable my channel to continue to grow. Thank you.